you could be snatched on the FaceTime, okay? Hey girl, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is gonna be a spring transformation video, which you can see by the title. I love spring. It's definitely one of my favorite seasons, although this spring is gonna be a little bit different than the other springs I've had, but I still wanted to create this look for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this little tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and keep on watching. So I'm going to start with blotting sheets today because I want to take away excess oil. I saw celebrity makeup artists doing this little trick and I thought it was so smart because you get the excess oil off before you apply anything to your face. Especially if you have oily skin, there's always oil on my face. See this oil? Take that away, and now we're a little bit more oil free. So I'm going to start with this primer. This is the Revlon Plus Mattifying and Pore Reduction Primer. And I'm going to just put this in my oily areas. It is getting warmer outside, so I am going to be a little bit more shiny. And then I'm going to use the Mercier powder to just blot my face a little bit more with this little sponge. I'm going to press this into my skin. This really helps with oil control. It's like a layer that will absorb any oils that try to get through your skin. And we also just blotted off a bunch of oil, so we should be pretty good today. And we also used mattifying primer, so it should be really good. Today I wanted to use my Nars foundation. I haven't used this in forever, but this is the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and I have the shade Macao, and I'm going to use my Amazon sponge, which I love these sponges, to apply this foundation. This was definitely one of my favorite foundations when it first launched. I was shook. I'm so shook. It's still really good. The formula, the coverage, everything about it is amazing. This is definitely one of my top 5 foundations ever. Comment down below if you love it as well. My kids were talking to me since we're all home. Everybody's home and everyone's conversating. I saw a post online about like the whole quarantine, and everyone is like able to have more conversations with people, and just everyone is kind of taking a step back, not necessarily reestablishing relationships, but kind of just like making connections and just communicating more and spending time. You can't really spend time in person, but definitely more so on the phone or, you know, online, which is pretty cool. Everyone was just on the go, super busy, you know, and now we just took this big step back, and it's like, but obviously it's a very, very scary time as well. I don't think we should be scared necessarily, but I do think we should be wise in the choices that we make, and, you know, take precaution and just think about other people. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, and this one is a little bit lighter, so it's going to give me a nice highlight. As much as I love matte products, I actually love this e.l.f. concealer better than the matte version. And then we're going to blend. Are any of you guys working from home? Let me know how that is going for you. Like, how is the transition? Alright, so just added a little bit of brightness, made areas pop a little bit more, and just help like bring out my under eye area. So I'm gonna go in with the Dermablend powder. This is the Dermablend loose powder, and this is the translucent version. I usually use the colored version, but today I felt like going a little bit brighter, so we're gonna use this one. If you haven't tried Dermablend powders, I highly recommend. I love how fine this powder is. It's super fine, and honestly this kind of reminds me of the e.l.f. powder. Like, they're both super fine, very white powders, but this one I think it's a little bit better and I like it a little bit more. But I would say a good dupe for it is definitely the e.l.f. powder. For the rest of my face, I am going to use this powder. This is a Mercier powder once again, and I'm just going to put this everywhere else. This powder is one of the few products that I literally use every single day for makeup. So I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty bronzer in Mocha Mami. This is this one right here. I actually haven't used this bronzer in a long time. I actually really like this color for spring and summer because it is deeper. It has like a warm tone to it, so it's going to give you that nice warm look. And you can, you know, look nice and glowy and bronzed up on Skype or Zoom or WhatsApp or whatever video call you're on, you know. because girl, this is how we about to be living out here in the spring. You could be snatched on the FaceTime, okay? I'm gonna take Coco Naughty and just kind of run it a little bit on my nose because I don't like to use the darker one on my nose because it's like a little bit too dramatic. It's just a little bit too like strong of a contour for my nose area, so I'm just gonna use that. I'm also gonna add some more powder to my nose just to help define it more. For blush, I'm gonna use one of my new favorites. This is Mercier's Sangria blush. It's so pretty, and we can all use a little sangria right now. Such a beautiful color, perfect for spring, and it shows up so nice on deeper skin tones. Like, so I'm going to do a little bit of eye makeup using the Jackie Aina palette. It's going to be really simple. So I'm going to take the shade Supreme, which is this pink one right here. I'm going to put this all over my crease, just going back and forth like this. For this look, I didn't want this color to be super pigmented, so I kept blending until it got a lot lighter, and I really love the finish of it. For my eyelid, I'm going to use this Mercier eyeshadow, so liquid shadow in the shade Crystal Rose. These are called the Caviar Chrome Lightweight Liquid Eye Colors, and I think this is perfect for just a nice wash of color on your eyelids. So you can use your finger to just dab this on. I'm going to go back into the palette, and I'm going to use the shade Zam, and I'm just going to mix this in with this liquid shadow. For mascara, I'm using this Rimmel mascara, and I'm gonna just put this on my little lashes. I'm gonna use this bronze pencil. I did forget to mention, but this pencil is actually from Pixie Beauty. So I'm going to jump into highlighter for now because my eyes are getting a little watery and I do not want to mess up my makeup. So I'm going to use this highlighter. This is from Becca and it's in the shade Chocolate Geode. And I'm going to use a fan brush today because I just felt like being different. I never use fan brushes, so I felt like using a fan brush because I just saw this fan brush and I was like, okay, let me use you. This is definitely not the way you're supposed to use it, but I'm going to use it this way just because I wanted to just have a little bit more control. I feel like I never have control with fan brushes, although fan brushes are kind of designed so you can have more control, but I feel like I never really have full control. And definitely highlight my nose, highlight right here, and then a little bit in the inner corner. I'm going to do a colorful lip, so I'm going to use this lip liner. So I'm using this Mercier lip pencil in the shade Passion Plum. It is like a deeper plum color with a hint of like pink to it. And I think it works really well with the lipstick that I'm going to put on afterwards. And then I'm going to use this lipstick from MAC. It is called Bunnybeams. It's actually like older. I'm not sure if this is limited edition, but it's a really pretty color for spring. And then I'm going to use my Colourpop gloss. This one is in the shade Check In. It's from the new Colourpop Spring collection. So I just threw on my lashes and I did my bottom mascara while I was waiting for my lashes to dry. And then I decided to add a little bit of this brow product to my brows. So I'm going to just add some of this Anastasia Brow. This is the Dip Brow product that I actually only like this over brow pencil. I feel like without a brow pencil it doesn't work well for me. I think my brow hairs are just not thick enough and full enough to use this product on its own, but I do think it works really well over brow pencil, or just having my brows already filled in with something else. It just adds some more dimension and it also adds some more color to my brows. And then to set them in place, I'm gonna use this Milk product. You don't have to do all these brow steps, but lately I've been into brows a little bit more, and by lately I mean like this week. To finish off this entire look, I'm just gonna set my face with this Hangover RX setting spray. Oh no! So I wanted to use my Morphe setting mist because I really like this a lot. So this is the entire look. I am feeling this look, you guys. I love it. I think it's perfect for spring. The colors, the vibe, it's just giving me happiness and warm weather, flowers blossoming, just a beautiful day in the park type of vibe. And you can wear it to the couch, you can wear it wherever you're gonna be quarantined at. Hope you guys are healthy and safe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.